Hello there, YouTube. Ooh, Cat's here to join us. No, you don't want to cuddle? Do you just not want to be on film? Well, it's been a couple of weeks. I did want to get back into making videos regularly, like trying to post almost every day. Then my health decided that it really didn't want to behave. I had multiple migraines in quick succession, as you'll know, because the last video I posted was about having migraines. I had some bad dislocations. My knee dislocated, and I was in a lot of pain. I wasn't really in a position to talk about much. I've had kidney stones, which, if you never had kidney stones, they are not at all pleasant. If you ever wanted to know what it feels like to piss razor blades, kidney stones. That'll give you the general impression. But the worst for me was Saturday morning, when largely because I think of my diet, I decided to have a fairly standard breakfast, but it was a little fattier than usual, and I had a bit of a bad reaction to it. What I didn't realise is that my body would react to a slightly fatty breakfast by giving me really bad compression pains across my chest. So bad, in fact, that I called an ambulance because I thought I was having a heart attack. Yeah, I did, didn't I, love? Yeah, the cat doesn't like the word heart attack, do you? Ooh. What's up? What, you don't want to be picked up, but you're meowing at me. You can't have what's in the bowl. No. You can't have that. Come here. Good girl. She's got very demanding recently. She's sitting right by my knee now. Oh, you love, yeah. Just about to see her tail. Leave the bowl alone. You can't have cheese sauce, love. Cats are lactose intolerant. Do I have to take the bowl away? I'll take the bowl away. So yeah, I thought I was having a heart attack. And paramedics came, examined my heart. They were here for 3 hours, running loads of tests. And they said that there was nothing wrong with my heart, that they put it down to the fatty food caused me to have a bad reaction, coupled with indigestion, my asthma, my EDS, and various other issues, just made those symptoms significantly worse. And because my family has a history of heart attacks, and heart attacks are on my mind, that caused me to panic because of the pain, which caused me to have an anxiety attack about the potential of it being a heart attack, which made the pain so much worse. And then I ended up feeling significantly worse, as I started getting like a brain fog. I couldn't breathe, and the panic just went even worse. Said once you start hyperventilating like that, it's very easy to have it all snowball, and before you know what's going on, you've fallen unconscious and you've stopped breathing. So they were fine. They didn't seem bothered that I'd called an ambulance. They were quite they were quite nice, actually. They were quite quite a relaxing presence, and it's made me want to double down on a few things, because like I say, the last 2 weeks I've not been well, but these last 2 days I've had to come to terms with the fact that I will die. And it's something I've said a few times. Like, I've been wrestling with my mortality a few times, but Saturday morning, while I was waiting for the ambulance, whilst I was on the phone to my sister, I genuinely thought I was dying. I thought this might be the last few minutes of my life. And that's a really sobering thought. And it made me realise that in that moment, I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything in particular that I wanted doing. I didn't have, people say, "Oh, if I'm going to die, make sure to do this for me," or "I want this to happen." I was on the phone to my sister in the moment where I thought I was dying, and I couldn't think of a single request to make. I couldn't think of a single thing I needed to say, or a request I needed to make, or a promise I needed kept, or anything along those lines. I couldn't think of anything in that moment. I could just feel the existential dread. And that was a weird thought. But after the paramedics had left, and after I was told my heart is fine, my blood pressure was fine, all the heart scans they did, all the different readings they took, showed that my heart was reasonably healthy. No issues with the heart, no enlarging of the heart, anything like that, which tends to happen with people of my weight. They said they were very pleased with the weight loss. The asthma was a little concerned, but my lungs were very clear. There wasn't any issues there. So I was basically told that I am unusually healthy given my disability and given the weight I'm carrying. You'd expect me to have more issues. I'm not even pre-diabetic, which I'm surprised at, as diabetes also runs in the family, and I am quite significantly overweight. So yeah, I know. I swear, as soon as I start talking to the camera, she gets really chatty. I don't know, maybe she thinks I'm talking to her. Do you, love? Yeah? So, knowing that my health is okay, and that the weight loss is working, the paramedics very much confirmed if I hadn't lost the weight. They agree that I probably wouldn't make it to the end of the decade as well. But with the weight loss I'm losing, they reckon I could easily have 30 years. Which is fantastic. And if that's the case, I want to fill it with experiences. And I can't do physical things. I can't leave, I can't travel because of my disability. I've got limited mobility. But I can read more books and watch more films and spend time with people, and I can be creative, and I can play more video games, and I can make more videos with people here. I can learn about things, and I can watch more documentaries and that kind of stuff. So I want to try and push myself to making, if not a daily video, close to daily videos. I'm going to do a few things. I've got different channels, and I've not been really using any of them. I mean, I've been using them to watch content, but I've not been using them to upload anything, which I think is a shame. I think I've got so many things that I'd like to do, and then I never get around to doing any of them. So I'm going to keep this as my vlog channel, and I'm going to make kind of like daily, or at least, if not daily, close to daily videos here, where I just talk about politics, news, current events, and my daily life. And I'm also going to try to post multiple times a week on my other channels. Again, vlog content, similar to this, where I talk about the books I'm reading, the games I'm playing, industry stuff, like conversations about the games industry, that kind of thing. But I want to separate things out, and I actually want to do it properly. I've been reading The Lives of Locke Lamora again. It's not my first time reading it, but I keep starting this book and getting partway through and then putting it down for something else. I am going to finish this book very, very soon. Like I say, it's not my first time reading it, but I want to actually read it through and finish it. I've barely started, as you can see. So that's my my next read, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to return to one of the things I used to do on this channel, which was I would read a chapter or two and then I'd discuss those chapters with spoilers, because if you're watching like a chapter by chapter go through of a book, then you're already happy for the spoilers for those books. So I'll make sure I mention any spoilers as I'm talking. But I'm also going to talk about video games, things I got on my gaming channel, and I'm going to try and talk about the writing that I've been doing and the tabletop development I've been doing for Sovereign Steel on my tabletop channel. And I want to get things off the ground properly. I want to make sure that I hold myself to account, because I realised after the paramedics had left how many of my days I spend, admittedly with chronic fatigue and chronic pain, but how many of my days I spend just watching TV. And I don't even mean watching something that is worth watching. I often mean watching the same sitcoms over and over, or watching random stuff that I don't really care about, just because it's on. Or I'll sit tapping away on a tappy game on my phone because I don't feel I've got the energy to play a proper video game, and that doesn't take any effort. I waste a lot of time. And when you've got no time to waste, you look back on those days and you think, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. So, I'm going to try and do the things I enjoy. And I'm going to try and hold myself to account and make sure that I'm using my time properly and effectively. So, that's my plan. And, that's where I've been the last 2 weeks. Well, when I do make my next videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video about this book. I'm going to read a few chapters, make a video about this book. I'm going to make another video about the games I've been playing. I'm going to put that on the gaming channel. Then I'm going to put the book one on the Booktube channel. And I'm going to make a video describing how Sovereign Steel is coming along and my tabletop role-playing and stuff like that. Put that on the role-playing channel. And once I've got those 3 videos up, I'm then going to make a video here where I link those videos in the description. So if you watch this channel, even if you don't want to subscribe to those ones, you'll always know when I'm uploading something to the other channels because they'll be linked in the descriptions. So you'll be able to then go on to see those videos. And I'll vaguely discuss books and games and that on this channel every now and then. That way I can keep everything interlinked without bombarding people with stuff they don't care about. If you only want the bookish stuff, you can subscribe to the Booktube channel. Only want the gaming stuff, you can subscribe to the gaming channel. It's all just going to be vlogs anyway. But it's largely to keep me grounded and to make sure that I'm not wasting my time. I'm using these almost like a video diary. I'm not expecting to make it big on YouTube. I'm not expecting to suddenly become thousands and thousands of subscribers worth of fame. I'm not expecting any of that. I'm just trying to make sure that while I'm still alive, I'm not wasting my time. It was a very sobering week. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I won't leave it 2 weeks. I'll make sure to actually upload regularly from now on. See you then. Bye.